Hello everyone, it's Ramielle. I'm doing my kitchen and I've got myself some Voltberg tiles. I thought it would be a great opportunity for me to open the boxes and do a small video to walk you through our packaging, how to identify whether you've received the correct stock as well, because we often get some questions around how to identify if the product is sealed or not, which is the correct side, dimensions of silk, and my order is of silk, which is probably the more difficult one to identify. So yeah, I hope that this will be helpful. The tiles generally come in a branded box, but due to COVID, there have been some disruptions in supply of cardboard, so you might find that your stock arrives in a box that is unbranded with a label that has all of your order information. Now, the important thing I want to show you about opening your box is when you open the box, you should find this very important information and installation tips leaflet. Please take the time to go through this with your tiler. It's highly beneficial to ensure that you have a flawless installation that doesn't require any post-installation detailing. So I've laid out a couple of tiles from my box. You can see that the silk side of the tile has a sheen to it. Our current sealer is a satin sealer. It is quad coat, but it's a satin sealer, so it's not a high gloss. And now if you look at the dimension side, which is unsealed, you'll find that it has no sheen to it. It is a very matte looking tile because it does not have a sealer on it. Now, if you are confused, because sometimes the aesthetics can be quite close and you're not sure, there's a way to test it. An easy test to conduct at home or on site is to put a little bit of water on the tile. A sealed tile will not penetrate, the water will not penetrate into the tile, okay? Here you can see my tile has been sealed on the silk side and the water does not soak into the tile, it simply rolls off the surface because it is now non-porous. On the dimension side, on the other hand, which is unsealed, you can immediately see the color changes on the tile because it's unsealed and the water has already penetrated in the surface. The water won't roll off as easily because it is actually soaking into the tile because there is no sealer on it right now, which is correct in my case because I have ordered a silk tile. If you had ordered a dimensions tile, you could do the same test. The water would not penetrate on this side and it will not change the color of the tile. That's how you'll know it is sealed on the dimension side. And if you have... Okay, so now we've come to the end. I just want to give you one last guideline, and that is to always tile from various different boxes. Never tile one box at a time. This is a cementitious product and it has organic movement and variance in it from batch to batch as well as tile to tile. No two tiles are identical. So in order to ensure you get a very pleasant aesthetic with a evenly spread out variance, we would suggest always tiling from various different boxes. Everything that we've talked about is actually highlighted in this leaflet, which comes in every box. Please go through it with your tiler to ensure that you have a flawless installation. I've gone through the bold highlights from 1 to 9. please go through the rest. Another important thing, especially when it comes to the scallop tile, is exactly what I was saying, to always clean as you go along because of the grooves on the tile. You don't want your adhesive or your grout to get stuck in there, and that can happen if you do not clean immediately, and then it's going to be difficult for you to remove it because it is a similar material. They're both cementitious and they will bind to each other quite easily. So as your tiler tiles, he needs to clean out the adhesive and the grout. The instructions are quite clear here. Please call if you are unsure. And yeah, it's not that difficult. Just follow the instructions and you should be fine.